Elementary art teachers, I have bad news for you too. You're also either in pre-planning now or you're about to start next week. I just shared 7 tips for middle and high school teachers on what to get done during pre-planning to make the beginning of the year a little bit smoother. I have 7 tips for you as well. Now, I don't have a ton of elementary art experience, but my mom is a retired elementary art teacher of over 35 years. Over the last few years, we've collaborated to create a K-5 curriculum with her favorite projects that she taught during that 35 years of experience. She and I have also collaborated on a number of blog posts with tips and tricks and everything that she uses in her classroom, and I want to share those with you, and I'm so excited. Tip number 1 is to set up your space. In my middle and high school classes, I liked the U. The U setup was golden perfection, everything I wanted it to be. It worked great. I've had teachers comment that they teach K through 12 and the U works great for them as well. My mom preferred a grouping system where she had 6 tables. And like so many elementary art teachers, she color coded those. So she would have a red table, a yellow table, orange table, and so on. She would have her 6 tables set up in 2 columns, kind of stacked on top of each other. She had her demo table in front of that grouping, not her art teacher table, just like my setup. Demo table where she worked on projects, where she showed students what to do, where she was available to easily answer questions. Her teacher desk was off to the side with her computer where she needed more privacy for answering emails, grading work, and similar. Up against the wall, she had a supply table. The 6 groupings don't work well for a central supply table, so you have it off to the side, but still students are going from point A to point B. They're not going through your cabinets and drawers. Have a designated area for each class for where their supplies are on this table. Tip number 2 is setting up your gradebook and your seating charts. Before students came, my mom would ask all the classroom teachers to send their class lists. She would go ahead and populate her gradebook with those lists. First day of school, her kids would line up against the wall. She would start at the beginning of the alphabet, call a name, put them in a seat, note it on her seating chart. She did that with every student, with every class. And what this does is it helps you set your seating chart day 1 without taking extra precious planning time to do that. It also gives you a great reminder on student names. I don't know how you elementary art teachers remember 600 names. I struggled with like the 100, 120-ish that I had to remember each year. I was terrible with names. To remember 6 grade levels with multiple classes this is why you are special, important people who are destined to teach elementary, because you can remember all those names. Everybody needs a reminder though. And that first day, without having to be put on the spot trying to remember names, you're just calling them and sitting them down, because that's what you do at the beginning of every year. Nobody questions it. Tip number 3 is to plan your first project in every class. Elementary, you have 5 first days, and that's kind of a blessing in a way. Pick something easy and simple. Have students sit down, assign their seats, have them draw their favorite thing that they did over the summer. Have them draw their dream vacation, whether or not they went on it. Have them design an Elements of Art poster. I have more on that coming soon, where you assign each grade level a different element, have them design a poster. You can swap them out throughout the year. I'm going to show you some examples of that. It's super fun. Get that first week figured out. After you have the first week planned out, plan out the first 2 projects, not the first 2 weeks, the first 2 projects in every grade level. That is a big undertaking, but you need to do that in order to get the rest of your supplies ordered. Take your pencil, take your planner, however you organize yourself, sketch that plan out. And keep it low supply those first couple weeks, because you don't know what supplies are going to be delayed coming in. I have definitely had supplies that I ordered plenty of time in advance that were delayed because they ran out, they're out of stock, what have you, and I've had to shuffle my plan around. Look at what you currently have in your classroom, rely on those, but also have a backup coming. Tip number 5 is to order your supplies. You got your plan for the first week, for the first 2 projects, order the supplies. If you have to order your supplies for the semester and year, sketch out your whole year. That's a big undertaking, but some schools require that. Get all your supplies ordered. If you don't have to do that, all you have to do is stay a few weeks ahead of your plan, and you can order the supplies as you go. Tip number 6 is to get your table folders ready. My mom loved color coding. I know a lot of elementary art teachers do, because it's easy to keep track of. She assigned every teacher per grade level had a different color. Take a large sheet of construction paper, fold it in half, write the teacher's name on the top. This is going in your table folder, organization, storage closet, shelf, whatever you have. Each table is also color coded. Use construction paper, color coded to that table, fold it in half. When students are working on projects and they're still in progress, all their stuff goes in the table folder. All the table folders go in the class folder. Class folder goes in the storage closet. Inside each class folder is also an art show folder. You collect art show artwork from day 1. The first project they complete goes from their table folder to the art show folder. When they finish project number 2, they decide, do I like 1 or 2 better? Whichever one they like, they keep in the art show folder. The other one goes home. I know some art teachers love having students design a portfolio, keep their artwork in it for the whole year. My mom didn't like dealing with that amount of artwork at school at all times, so she sent artwork home all year long. She kept only the work of art the student wanted to use for the art show, and that switched out every project for every student. So we have class folder, table folders, art show folder, all of that nicely organized in your storage closet. Tip number 7, final tip, decide on your classroom management. Managing these tiny little humans can be challenging. They are excited to be in your class. They want to participate in the project, and that might be enough to keep them on track. If not, my favorite system my mom developed is the Post-it system. If a student was misbehaving, she would take a Post-it and put it at their spot in front of them. This was an immediate signal to the student without stopping class, talking to them directly. She could do it quietly while she was continuing her instruction. Put the Post-it next to the student. If the student continued to misbehave, it was a 3-strike system. 1 X, she marks it in the grade book. A second X, it's already marked in the grade book. She's gonna talk to the teacher after class. 3rd X, it's a direct contact home to the parents. So the students are aware of this system. She explains it on day 1, how this works. And so the student knows how many times they have left before it is a call home to mom and dad, and nobody wants that. Those are my 7 tips. My mom's 7 tips. Good luck. Happy pre-planning. You're going to crush it this year. I know it. It's going to be amazing. Best wishes. Happy thoughts. You've got it.